How's it going, everybody? John MacLennan here, and in today's video, you're going to learn how to play Feels Like Rain as recorded by Buddy Guy on guitar. This is a beautiful, soulful song that has a 16-bar chord progression to it. I'm going to break it down for you 8 bars at a time. I'm going to show you the chord shapes that you need to know. We're even going to talk about how to play just overall in this style and add embellishments to your chord changes the way Buddy Guy does, and of course tons of other players like Jimi Hendrix, Steve Cropper, and Curtis Mayfield, just to name a few. Before we dive into it though, I want to hook you up with something right away. I really appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I want to give you a gift. At the first link down below, I've got a free tab sample pack, and these are some tabs that go along with lessons here on my YouTube channel. So if you get value out of just watching my videos, you're going to get so much more out of being able to follow along with a pro tab as well. So check that out as my gift to you. And with that said, let's break this song down. Let's break down how to play Feels Like Rain as recorded by Buddy Guy on guitar. Now this song is in the key of G, and it's got a 16-bar chord progression. That's our main chord progression for the song. Let me play the first 8 bars for you, and then I'll break down sort of this rhythm guitar concept and some of these essential chord shapes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I'm starting out with basically 2 bars of C to 2 bars of G. And what Buddy plays is this very common kind of, I think of it from the Wind Cries Mary actually, is a Jimi Hendrix chord here, but it's a very common rhythm guitar chord. It's thinking about this C chord shape here on the 3rd fret, 3, 5, 5, 5, but we're going to put the 7th fret in the bass, so it becomes C over E. And then what a lot of guitar players do is they hammer in to that low 3rd in the bass, basically. So you get that kind of sound. So what that is hammering to 7, 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 and a. So that's kind of our general strumming pattern, just like. So that'd be down, 1 E and a, and then an up, down, up, down, 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 up. Or 1 E and a 2 and 3 and 4 E and a. Then we play that again for the 2nd bar. Then we go to a G chord here, and this is a standard G chord on the 3rd fret. I'm going to play it with my thumb here, so 3 and then skip the A string, 5, 4, 3. Now you could play it like this if you want, just your typical major chord, but this is a lot easier for me. So 2 bars of C over E, then 2 bars of G. Then again. So what I played there the first time, and this brings up a cool concept of some little chord embellishments that Buddy does on these chords. So again, hammering, but then you can also go like down 1 string and do a hammer on there, or even all of that is cool off of your C chord, and it's really just like pentatonic kind of R&B guitar embellishments off of the chord shapes. So those little things can add a lot to the rhythm part, like. Then when I go to the G, I might do this like, right, a little wing, right? Or maybe some sixth there. That's a great sound off of the G chord. So I'll use those like little devices that I can kind of improvise with in the changes. I'll give you an example of that. 3, 4. All right, next up we go to a dominant 3 chord, and this would be what we call a B7 chord here. And you could do it like this. I'm always doing these thumb chords. So I'm playing 7 here and then skipping the 5th string, 7, 8, 7. That's a movable dominant 7th chord with the root being there on the 7th fret. So 2 bars of B7, then I go, and it feels like rain. So what I played was 2 bars of B7, and then we go to an E minor for 2 beats. And this is just here on the 7th fret, 7, 9, 9, 8. If you want, you can grab that extra note on the 1st string, 7th fret as well. Then G7 over D. So it's like your typical G7 chord, but I just play it from 5 down. And what it does is it gets a walking bass line. Da, 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 but it sounds like this. And that bass just walks down the scale, because we're in the key of G. That's going E, D, C. Those are just notes of your G major scale. So here you're going to G7 over D, then you play a C chord, 3, 5, 5, 5. This time we're gonna have the root in the bass. So instead of this chord, we're gonna have C here. And we're gonna play this rhythm, 1 E and a 2 and then Buddy sings, and it feels like rain. You go back to G, then C over E, then back to G. Then you just stay on G. Okay, so I'm going to play this entire second half of the chord progression, and you can think of it as kind of 2 8-bar chunks. So this is the second 8 bars, and we're going to start on that B7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back to the top. We're back to the C over E. So let's put it all together now. We're going to play through this entire 16-bar chord progression one time. Then we'll end just on the G chord at the end. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it feels like rain. And on G. All right, there's one last part I want to talk about. When we end the song just fades out on alternating G to C over E, 1 bar each. And this is a really cool chord progression. It's just a 1 to 4 in the key of G. Here's what it sounds like. Have fun practicing Feels Like Rain as recorded by Buddy Guy on guitar. Hit the thumbs up button if you got some value out of today's video. And again, I really appreciate you spending some time with me. Don't forget to get your free gift at the first link down below. It's a tab sample pack, and these are some digital downloads that go along with lessons here on my YouTube channel. You're gonna get some PDF tabs and also some Guitar Pro files. So check that out as my gift to you. And if you wanna dive deeper with guitar, check out my website, johnmaclennan.com. I've got a ton of great resources on there as well. Thanks for your support here on the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.